Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more Know Your Members of Congress for the 119th Congress. This was meant to be Monday's video. Before we jump into it, let me go ahead and let you know I've got two ways to donate to the channel. Have a Patreon account for month to month. I have a coffee account as well, which does allow month to month, but also one-time payments if you prefer to go that route. Don't donate if it's going to put you in financial straits. I don't want you putting any further stress on yourself than there already is, because right now it's just tough on everybody right now. If you can afford it and you want to, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, with that said, let's hop back into the video. Today, we are looking at Representative Kevin Hern, who is the representative for the 1st District of Oklahoma, which encompasses most of Tulsa, and I believe is the smallest district in Oklahoma because it's focused around the biggest part of the largest city in Oklahoma. He is a Republican, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Jim Bridenstine. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who Kevin Hern is as an individual. He was born in Belton, Missouri on December the 4th, 1961. Graduated from Dover High School in Dover, Arkansas in 1980. Earned a Bachelor of Science from Arkansas Tech University in Russellville, Arkansas in 1986. Earned an MBA from the University of Arkansas in Little Rock, Arkansas in 1999. Has been an aerospace engineer, a computer programmer, a real estate broker, a farmer, an entrepreneur, before being appointed to the 115th Congress by the Governor of Oklahoma under the provisions of Oklahoma Statute Section 2612-101B to fill the vacancy caused by the resignation of U.S. Representative Jim Bridenstine, and elected as a Republican to the 116th and 3 following Congresses. So altogether, he's in term 5. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Ways and Means, of which he's on the subcommittee on health and the subcommittee on tax. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Blue Cross Blue Shield, and their full name being the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association, but also known as BCBS or BCBSA. They are a United States federation with 33 independent and locally operated Blue Cross Blue Shield Association companies that provide health insurance to more than 115 million people in the U.S. as of 2022. It was formed in 1982 from the merger of its two namesake organizations, with Blue Cross being founded in 1929 and becoming the Blue Cross Association in 1960, and the Blue Shield Association being formed in 1939 and becoming the Blue Shield Association in 1948. It is headquartered in Chicago, Illinois. It claims to control access to the Blue Cross and Blue Shield trademarks and names across the United States and in more than 170 other countries, which it then licenses to the affiliated companies for specific exclusive geographic service areas. It has affiliated plans in all 50 states, Washington, D.C., and Puerto Rico, and licensees offering plans in several foreign countries. It also participates in the nationwide health insurance program for employees of the United States federal government. It manages communication between its members and operating policies required to be a licensee of the trademarks, which permits the company to offer nationwide insurance through its Blue Card provider network and claims reimbursement program, even though it operates only in its designated service area. Altogether, it has donated $57,005, and once again, that's Blue Cross Blue Shield. Next, at number 2, we have AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, which is a pro-Israel lobbying group that advocates its policies to the legislative and executive branches of the U.S. and is one of several such pro-Israel lobbying organizations in the United States and has been called one of the most influential lobbying groups in the U.S. It describes itself as a bipartisan organization and was founded in 1954 by lobbyists of the Israeli government, partly to counter international criticism of Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers that year, and became a powerful organization in the 1980s. In 2002, it expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq, and in 2003 defended the Iraq War at AIPAC events. In 2005, a Pentagon analyst pled guilty to espionage charges of passing U.S. government secrets to senior AIPAC officials in what became known as the AIPAC espionage scandal. It is a vile, monstrous, despicable organization. Not bipartisan. It just bribes both parties. And honestly, it amounts in my eyes to treason, lobbying for another country when you're supposed to serve in the country you live. Altogether, they have donated $31,350, and once again, that's AIPAC. Next, at number 4, we have Jim Norton Toyota. Apparently, I've seen 2 locations for them, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It's a car dealership. Both of them seem to be Toyota dealers. Yeah. Altogether, they have donated $31,100. And once again, that's Jim Norton Toyota. Next, at number 4, we have McDonald's Corporation. And they do business as McDonald's and is an American multinational fast food restaurant chain that, as of 2024, is the largest by revenue and second largest by number of locations in the world, behind the Chinese chain Mixu Ice Cream and Tea. Brothers Richard and Maurice McDonald founded McDonald's in San Bernardino, California in 1940 as a hamburger stand and soon franchised the company. The Golden Arches logo was introduced in 1953. And in 1955, businessman Ray Kroc joined McDonald's as a as a franchise agent and ended up buying the company in 1961. In the years since, it has expanded internationally and today has more than 40,000 restaurant locations worldwide, with around 1/4 in the U.S. Other than food sales, it generates income through its ownership of 70% of restaurant buildings and 45% of the underlying land, which it leases to the franchisees. In 2018, McDonald's was the world's second largest private employer after Walmart, and most of its 1.7 million employees work in the restaurant's franchises. McDonald's best-selling licensed items are their French fries and Big Mac hamburgers. Other fare include cheeseburgers, chicken, fish, fruit, and salads. It has been criticized for the food's nutrition, animal welfare, and low worker wages. Today it is headquartered in Chicago, Illinois. Altogether, it has donated $28,332. And once again, that's McDonald's Corporation. Finally, in fifth, we have Case and Associates Properties. And they are a property company dealing with as far as rentals and selling properties and stuff like that. They are headquartered in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Apartment management, commercial property management, property construction and maintenance. But altogether, they have donated $28,200. And once again, that's Case and Associates Properties. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have oil and gas, who altogether have donated $233,855. Next at number 2 is real estate, who altogether have donated $214,132. Next at number 3 is insurance, who altogether have donated $196,737. Next at number 4 is Republican conservative groups, who altogether have donated $182,420. And in 5th is lobbyists, who altogether have donated $151,038. Now let's look at all the donors at a glance. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Boo, suck. APAC, boo, suck. Jim Norton Toyota. Fine. McDonald's Corporation, boo, suck. Case and Associates Properties, ooh. Not a good list individually. Industry-wise, oil and gas, ooh. Real estate, ooh. Insurance, ooh. Republican conservative groups, boo, suck. Lobbyists, boo, suck. Yeah. It's not good. Not good at all. I'm going to have to say they suck ass balls. The very lowest rating. One of the worst I've seen, by and far. But this has been a look at Representative Kevin Hern, who is the representative for the 1st District of Oklahoma. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video, but remember, the sources can't just be tinfoil hat wearing sources or a bunch of anecdotes slapped together to pretend to be a source. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.